Breaking news out in Newton County, Georgia tonight as a masked man attempts to kidnap an 8-year-old girl from a playground. Police are searching for a man they said tried to kidnap a young girl from a playground in Covington. Covington police said an 8-year-old girl was playing Saturday around 5:30 p.m. at the Wellington Ridge Apartments when the incident happened. Investigators said she was playing with about 10 other children. Police said a man wearing mask and gloves grabbed the girl's wrist and put his hand over her mouth. The girl's mother says her daughter fought back. She kicked him, so I don't know how hard she kicked him, but it was enough for him to let go. Katricia Harris said she was determined not to get kidnapped. Harris said she never thought this would happen to her. Now, it's a gated community. There were a group of people. You think you checked all the boxes, she said. The kidnapper was described as young, slim, and about 5 feet 8 inches tall. He was wearing short sleeves and a ski mask. They tried to find the ski mask for DNA or something like that, but she didn't get a good look at his face because he had the ski mask on, Harris said. The woman said she doesn't want to let her daughter out of her sight. No more walking home from the bus stop, no more playing outside. I keep her close to me at all times, she said. Police said the man ran into the woods nearby. Police are asking for people in the area to be on guard and on the lookout for anyone hanging around the playground who looks like they don't belong there. Now, obviously, this is not the child that this happened to. In the report, her face was blurred out, so to protect her identity because she is innocent, and they don't want to call attention to that particular child after what happened to her. She's already been traumatized enough. Now, in case any of you are wondering who this would-be kidnapper of this child was, it was a white man, okay? Not that it really matters, but I know some people ask, so I'm letting you know now. But this is just another story to remind us that we can never let our children out of our sight. Even if we are right there with them, it only takes a minute for a child to be snatched. It only takes a minute for a child to disappear. Look at the story of John Walsh and how he lost his son back in 1982. It only took a minute, and his son was gone. And frantically, he was searching the entire area, went on various news stations trying to get his son back, and then only to find that his son was murdered, and then became an advocate for, taking down crime, and had that beautiful, huge show that was a success that I watched as a child into my teens called America's Most Wanted. We can't let our kids out of our sight. Our kids are the future. Our kids are precious. They are gifts from God. Just like black women are gifts from God to black men, children, black children, or in this case children, I'm going to say overall, are precious to us all as parents. We cannot allow our children to be out of our sight, not for 1 second, because there are people that prey on children. There are people that will sexually assault children. There are people that will murder children because they are sick in the head, sick-minded individuals that do not need to be in society living among us. But unfortunately, these types of people do live among us, and we have to be very careful. I know if I have a child, which I will soon have a child in the next year or so, I hope with the grace of God, I will never let that child, male or female, out of my sight because that child is precious to me, and I will protect that child with everything I have, with all the power that I have. And my wife will do the same. This mother, I'm not going to say she's a bad mother. We don't know if she's a single parent, and it doesn't matter if she's a single parent or not. What matters is she was right there with her child, but unfortunately, she thought that it was safe because she said she checked everything around the area, and it was a gated area. So the child was playing in a park that was right in the vicinity of where they live. Didn't think that there was going to be a problem. What I'm trying to figure out is how did that child lose that shoe out in the forest? Because apparently, if you watch the news report, thanks to Water Sniper for letting me know about this story, by the way, shouting him out right there. On the news report that I watched on his the link that he gave me, the child went to a forest area, like I guess outside the gated area there's like a little forest with trees and everything, and she went over there to retrieve her lost shoe, and that's when this man jumped out and put his hand around her mouth and attempted to kidnap her. Now, I'm glad that this man didn't get what he wanted. And I'm glad that this little girl is able to still be here with her mother for the holidays, because God knows what happens to children when they get kidnapped. The majority of the time they end up dead, and it sucks, and it's really painful that I have to say that, but the majority of the time these children end up dead because we have sick psychopathic people out there that prey on children, that do disgusting and evil, dirty acts to children. And I don't even want to talk about. So this is just a story to remind anyone who's a parent out there to please watch your children. It doesn't matter if it's holiday season. You should watch your child at all times. This mother got a wake-up call. She thought her child was safe. Apparently her child is not safe. And now the sad part is she's paranoid now, which she has every right to be. And now the child will want to go outside and play. The child won't be able to go outside and play anymore. Not for the time being, because the mother is going to be on guard. People are in fear when things like this happen, and they have every right to be in fear because it is an eye-opener. It lets you know that you're not safe anywhere. This can happen. I mean, you've seen videos on this service, YouTube, where a child will go to the bathroom by themselves. What they shouldn't be doing. The parent should always go with the child to the bathroom. I don't care if the kid is 8 or 9 years old. Okay? My mother still had me, walk me to the bathroom and waited outside the door to make sure that I was safe. Okay? Until I was about 13 years old. Then I was able to do things on my own because I'm getting older and I'm in my teens. But there were children, not to digress, but there were children that I've seen on some of these YouTube videos that get kidnapped in places like McDonald's, in malls, when they're going to the bathroom. Someone is following them. Someone can get them when they're inside the bathroom if there's only two people. One, that kid, and two, the person who's perpetrating the crime against them. I mean, these things happen in broad daylight with people around at times. So we have to be vigilant, and we have to be very, very cautious when it comes to the safety of our children. I don't want to see any black child end up a statistic, seriously, especially a black female child. So I just wanted to share this story with you guys. As always, let me know in the comment section what your feedback is on this particular story. It's not about the fact that the man who tried to kidnap her is white. It doesn't really matter. I put it out there because I know there's going to be someone who says, was the kidnapper a black guy? Was it a white guy? So I'll let you know. But ultimately, this story is about the safety of children. I love children. I don't love them in a way where I'm a sick psychopathic person that wants to do harm to them, but I love children, and I don't like when people perpetrate crimes against them. It makes me angry. I don't like it. So that's why I thank God that I get to hear this story, and this mother gets to be more cautious than she's ever been, and this child gets to live to see another day and enjoy the holidays and on with her mom and her family. And with that, I'm going to end this video. I hope everyone is safe, and I will talk to you next time.